Hi, Maria. Thank you. How are you? I'm very well. I look really loud on this screen, like it's bouncing really loud. I don't know if that. Okay, perfect. I've got my beautiful wife, Emilie Sisco, here with me today in the booth. Emilie, how are you?
Good. How is everybody out there in Tillamook County?
I think they're good. They can't quite answer us, but I think they're good. Everybody looked happy and healthy. We had a few days of sunshine over the past week and a couple days, so that's been pretty nice. And it's a great day in Tillamook, and it's a great day to be alive. It's an even better day to be in Tillamook County. It's such a great place to live. We've been here about 2 years. And Emilie, what's something you've really loved about living in Tillamook?
Well, first, I love the community and the people and how welcoming our county is. We've moved here and just felt such a sense of welcoming and family from our community. And the other thing I love about living here is the nature and just what is out our back door. I feel like within 30 minutes in all different directions, you can see a whole different phenomena of nature. So we've really enjoyed living on the coast.
Well, I can say that I've heard just great things about you from everyone that's met you, and also the main reason I have you on the show today is because you are our volunteer fundraising campaign chair. So our Support Our Y campaign, our SOY campaign as it's abbreviated, is going on right now for the Y, and Emilie is our volunteer chair to head that effort to reach out to our local community and to raise some funds. So Emilie, do you want to tell us a little bit about what is the SOY campaign? What do those fundraising dollars go to? And why did you first of all, why did you step up and be a volunteer? I mean, because you love the Y, because I twisted your arm. What's the
Well, we're very involved, and I wanted to help, and the Soy campaign has been going on for quite a few years. The purpose of the Soy campaign, as well as the other fundraising efforts RY does through the year, is to help fund our programs and our operations. RY operates at a deficit every year, which means the money that we bring in does not cover the costs of our facility programming. And so we do about 3 major fundraising efforts a year. The Soy campaign, we also do a golf tournament, our annual auction, and a year-end letter. So the Soy campaign is really our grassroots campaign for raising funds for our Y. It's very traditional, going back to the roots of letter writing, asking folks in person, and really asking those that we know. Our other fundraisers are more of an event style where we have a dinner, the auction, the golfing. And so this fundraiser is really important because our board as well as our campaigners are really out there telling stories of not only how the Y needs our help, but why it's a really important institution in our county and like how much we are helping the community, and we are not just helping one group of folks out there. The Soy campaign stands for Support Our Y, and that is because we serve children, seniors, families, individual adults. We also have collaborations with groups in the community. We also serve visitors. And so anyway, this campaign in a nutshell is bringing in funds to help with our operations and programming.
Right, and I love what you said. This did used to be called the Support Our Youth campaign, and we've kind of changed that because we realized the Y does so much more than just serve youth. We do serve youth, but we also, like you said, we serve adults, we serve seniors, and so these funds really go towards the entire operations of the Y, not just the one youth aspect. That is one big aspect, but we serve 6,537 youth and adults participated in YMCA programs last year. That's not just that use the Y. That's actually our specific intentional programs. So 6,537 participants participated in our programs, and that's from youth all the way through our senior activities. We actually have over 100 classes per week that we provide over at the Y. We've added 30 just in the last year and a half, 30 new classes per week. So our schedule is really robust, trying to really meet that mission of serving all. And that's something that not a whole lot of people know about the Y, is that we are here for everyone. We are here for all, and we do provide scholarship and financial assistance for those that can't afford it in our community, so that everybody has the access to a healthy lifestyle and the access to pursuit of that healthy lifestyle, even if it's regardless of their financial position. And that's something that's very unique about the Y, and that's what helps keep our 501c3 nonprofit status. So we are a tax deductible. We are a charity that you get a tax deduction from making your donation. So that's something to remember when you're making this donation.
And one other thing that I think is really important for everyone to know is that our building is not just for YMCA programs. We talk a lot about Y programs and things that we're doing, but our building is also kind of a space for any group in the community. And I'm not sure which collaborations I can talk about, but we have collaborations where groups will come to the Y and use a space a certain evening, a month, or a week. And the Y is, paying for that facility and the usage, and it provides a safe area where a group can meet. And the Y is not necessarily, deciding which groups are there. It's really anyone who needs a space to practice something, teach something, share something. The Y can be there to provide a room or a space if space is available. And I think that's another really unique aspect of the Y, is if you go there, on any night of the week, you'll see Y programs going on, but you might also see another nonprofit in the building doing something upstairs that you've never seen before. So it's really, we are trying to really get to a community center and not just what the Y is doing. And I think that's another important thing that I've learned recently that I didn't know was going on at the Y.
Right. Yeah. We have one example is we have parenting groups that meet there, and we are able through a partnership, we're able to provide childcare for the parents that are going through parenting classes. So again, yeah, like you mentioned, it is a community hub, community center, where it's not just YMCA programs that are going on, but it's partnerships with the community. So it's a good point. Some statistics. Everybody loves statistics on an early Tuesday morning. The Y does have 4,437 active members, which is phenomenal for this size community. Our market penetration is about 40%, that's that's the percentage of folks that are YMCA members within our service area, and the national average is 17%. And so it's just that's the support that the Y gets from this community, and I think that blows my mind. It's funny. I put our annual report together for 2016, and it says we have 8,000 visits per month on average. And just in the first 3 months of the year so far here, we're already averaging over 9,500 monthly visits. So it is. And then I looked back, like 8 years ago, it was under 4,000. So the usage of the Y has gone up, which makes me feel really good. People are pursuing, whether it's their health and wellness or just the social piece. A lot of people go there, and that's their only aspect of social. That's the only social piece in their day, and so it serves a lot of purpose for a lot of people. We also have 120 staff. A lot of people don't know that we're a pretty good employer in the community, and then we have over 200 volunteers every year that step up and help out with our programs and activities. So a lot of stuff's going on. I'm going to take a quick break though. Tillamook Today is brought to you by the Tillamook Country Store. The Tillamook is farm country, and nobody serves this farming community better than the Co-op. The Co-op is actually 3 stores in one. Looking for those clothes, hickory shirts, work boots, rubber boots, rain gear, gloves? The Co-op has it. You'll find fencing, stock tanks, and everything from PVC to culvert pipe in stock. Tillamook Farmers Co-op treats you right. When you stop for fuel, your windows are always washed. They care about their customers. Plus, the Co-op has Purina Foods to help your livestock thrive. Offering quality products since 1936, the Tillamook Farmers Co-op is there for you. All right, we're back. Tillamook Today. I'm Kaylan Sisco, CEO and Executive Director over at the Tillamook YMCA, and I've got my lovely bride, Emilie Sisco, here with me. I can't say it without smiling, and you can't smile without, or you can't hear it without smiling, so that's a good thing. And we just love being in this community. We love being a team, and we love working for the Y. It's kind of like when a church hires a pastor and they get the spouse comes along with the package. Emily's very devoted to the Y, and she stepped up this year as our campaign chair, and last year actually stepped up as our campaign chair last year. So also is a translator, so she's fluent in Spanish, so she speaks Spanish. She's a Spanish translator for the YMCA. Our front desk oftentimes will call her and hand her the phone, or hand the member the phone so that Emilie can speak Spanish. So the YMCA definitely appreciates having you around, and I think I speak for the board and all the employees. We just really appreciate you stepping up, and for me especially, you make my job so much easier. So we're just talking about what's going on at the Y. Emily's talking about the soy campaign that's going on right now. We raise funds for the Y. Our goal this year is $85,000, and last year we raised $83,000. So we're just trying to boost that up a little bit. If you have not been to the Y in a few years, please come by. I'd love to show you around. My name's Kaylan. I'm the CEO and executive director, and there's nothing more that I like than meeting new people in the community, hearing your story, and showing you around the Y. And so just come on by, ask for me. I'd love to show you around. I'm looking at my birthday list. There's nobody on my birthday list. So if you know someone with a birthday today, you should call them. Look on Facebook. That always tells you whose birthday is today. And give them a call. Tell them happy birthday. Tell them you love them. And make their day. So we're going to keep talking about the Y a little bit. Some other things that last year, the improvements that we made last year. We replaced our locker room floors. So we got rid of all the tile and replaced it with an epoxy slip resistant floor, which has been nice, and we also added fresh air ventilation to the handball and racquetball courts, and there's air conditioning on the way for that sometime soon. That's already been donated. We replaced our saline systems in our pools and got them all balanced out, so the pools are operating well. We added some new lifting equipment, which is good. So if you haven't been on the fitness center, we did add some Olympic lifting equipment and CrossFit style workout stuff. So come on in, check that out if you haven't been in a while. Last year, one awesome highlight. Last year, we broke the $100,000 mark at our auction, which is just phenomenal. It just shows that the community is stepping up to help the Y. As Emilie mentioned earlier, the Y operates at a deficit every single year, and so we rely on the community to step up and help support us and get us through our fiscal years. And most recently, an awesome donation came through. I was planning with the board, trying to figure out, hey, we need to replace one of our roofs, and we got some windows that need replaced. It's going to be expensive. We had no cash reserve. We had no deferred maintenance reserve, and we were really worried. And so luckily, I have to give a shout out. Thank you to Jerry Dove, who helped advocate a gift for us. He reached out to one of his contacts, and we got a gift that's going to pay for the roof and the windows. So we'll be getting that in the summer. So it's just the one thing that I've just seen over and over in this community are people advocating and stepping up and helping the Y because they really believe in it and really understand what it has to offer. And that's ultimately why we moved here. It's because we were able to see that in the interview when we were here just for a few days for our interview. We were able to see this community really cares, and that's a community we wanted to be a part of. So Emilie, tell me a little bit more about what's coming up for the soy campaign. How can people get involved? What can they do? How can they give?
Okay, good question. So we have our board as well as some campaigners that have contacted folks in the community, but we definitely have not contacted, or there's definitely a large group in the community that it would be wonderful to reach out to. And the ways that you can donate is you can come into the Y and just talk to the front desk. You can ask for Kaylan, and it's always great to meet him and talk to him. So,
wish I had the aw button for the radio. Aww.
So you can ask for Kaylan, and he can also show you around if you're just having questions and kind of wanting to see what's new in the Y, where the money is going. You can also donate online. And so if you go to our website, you can donate, and that is TillamookYMCA.org.
Yep, and it's currently being rebuilt, but there is still our give button. It is still on there. Tillamook Design is doing a great job getting it ready. We're actually waiting for our app developer, who's separate, to get their piece done, and then we'll be able to launch everything. But yeah, the website is up for the donations. So if you'd like to make a donation, you can go to TillamookYMCA.org, and there's a give tab there. Go ahead.
And you can also access that, I believe, through Facebook. Yep. There's a post for donating on Facebook. And then you can also email me, and my email is give@TillamookyMCA.org. So again, that's give@TillamookyMCA.org. All the gifts are tax deductible, and it's really important too to let everyone know that all the donations stay here at our YMCA in our community. I know with large organizations like the Y or kind of that corporation feel, you're not sure, is it going to go like over to the other Ys in the nation? But our all of our fundraising stays right here at our Y, and I believe all Ys are autonomous in that way, where they're responsible for fundraising in their community. And I think another thing, in case you're out there and you're wanting to make a gift, it's also important to know that the Y team works really, really hard on acquiring grants through the year. And so a lot of our fundraising combines with grant funding in order to support these programs and operations. And so the Y is also making a huge effort to not only fundraise, but access some government grants as well as private grants in order to keep the doors open and in order to fund our programs. And so I know, as someone out there, if I know that an organization is also doing their due diligence to research where they can get extra funding, that's just helpful for me to know. And so those are the ways to donate, and more helpful information out there. And we get donations anywhere from $10 and up. And so really any gift, well, not really, but truly any gift is appreciated. And we would rather have many small gifts than just a handful of larger gifts for our campaign, just to get the backing of the community. And there's also some ways to donate where you can add on, an extra $10 or $20 a month for 6 months on your membership. So if you are a member and you are thinking of donating, there's ways like that where you can add $5 a month or $10 for however long you're interested. So that's something where you could email me or talk to Kaylan, and we could definitely get something like that set up. And I know that's something that is easy. And if you did want to donate a little bit larger, but you didn't want to do it all at one time, that's another option. So again, all gifts are tax deductible and super appreciated. And that's kind of the rundown. We are also doing the Hour of Power, which is an event within the Soy campaign, and that is going to be April 8th. And the Hour of Power is an hour-long event, and our staff, they get pledges from around the community to do an extreme exercise for an hour, and it's very, very cool to watch. And so the event is open to the community. It takes place at the Y in the gym, and I'm going to have Kaylan elaborate on the Hour of Power because he actually did it last year. So he can give you the frontline experience,
it's so
the
painful.
athlete experience.
So the Hour of Power, April 8th from 4 to 5. So Saturday, April 8th from 4 to 5. So the next 2 weeks, there will be pledge forms up at the Y where you can pledge the person you want to pledge for. Last year, I did rope climbs for an hour. So like Emilie said, it's one single single activity for a solid hour. And Jose did burpees. Last year he did like 600 burpees. It was crazy. And so every single person's doing a different exercise.
And they're all next to each other in the gym.
Yeah,
so
it's all just,
when you're watching for the hour and everyone is doing all the different exercises at the same time, you can go, see everyone doing their exercise at the same time. And the cheering on is a key part of them going as hard as they can for the hour. Yeah,
and the hour goes fast for everyone except for the athletes that are participating in the hour of power. The other cool part is if you're thinking in your mind, man, my instructor has really pushed me when I'm in my class. This is your chance to go and push them, which is cool and it's really fun. And then this year, a little twist. Some of the athletes are actually putting teams together with some other members, so it's staff and member driven, which is going to be really cool.
And what's an example of a pledge? So
some pledges. So last year I did rope climbs. Some people pledged $1 per climb. Some people that pledged $10 per climb. So it could be anything, but all gifts are appreciated. Some people did a penny per burpee for Jose. So it all just varied. Some people did $100 per burpee for Jose. So it all varies. It's all in good fun, and we just appreciate it. It's just a fun way for the staff to get a little more involved, as well as some other members to get a little more involved in our fundraising activities. So it's pretty good. Speaking of fundraising, one more shout out. We did have we're putting up glass backboards in our gymnasium in our basketball court, which is awesome. It was a member driven fundraiser as well. So we got some really good gifts out of that. One individual gave a big chunk of that, gave $7,000 or $8,000 to kind of catapult that to make it happen. And so it's pretty cool that we're going to be getting glass backboards. The best part about it, though, is that I've watched time after time in the last 2 years where members are stepping up to make their Y better, and so they donate the money, and then we make the changes accordingly. So it's been awesome. Another activity that took place because of just a member stepping up and saying, hey, I want to make this happen. We have our new Strength Train Together class that's happening. If you saw videos on Facebook from this weekend, it was the launch for our Strength Train Together class. It's an awesome class that's kind of a step weight mix. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you look on our Facebook page and look through the videos from the weekend, you can totally understand it. But that was all thanks to a donor who donated to purchase the weights and the equipment. Because Darcy, one of our fitness staff, came to me and said, hey, this is a great class. We want to make it happen. And I said, yeah, I'd love to. We don't quite have it in the budget, but and I said in jest, if you can get a donation, then we'll just make it happen immediately. And then she came back, I think the next day, and said, hey, I've got a donation to make it happen. So I tell you, this community just really makes it happen, and it's evident through the United Way, through the charity drive, through all these fundraising efforts that you see all year long. So it's just such an inspiring place to be, and I get to tell people all the time when I travel with the Y, I get to tell them other YMCAs that ask, how is your community so successful, and I'm able to point to all those different fundraising efforts that really make this a very unique and wonderful place to live. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Tillamook Today is also brought to you by Clark's Plumbing. Do you know one of those do-it-yourself kind of guys? They're always telling you to do it yourself. Well, sometimes that isn't the best solution. You're in luck. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a complete bathroom remodel, or maybe replacing that septic system, do yourself a favor and call Clark's Plumbing. They're professionals and they'll get the job done. Anything, new installations, upgrades, that stopped-up drain, you name it, they can do it. So the next time you hear do it yourself, do yourself a favor and call 842-5105. That's 842-5105 for the professionals at Clark's Plumbing. All right, I'm back. This is Kaylan. I'm the CEO and Executive Director at the Tillamook YMCA, and I got to take just 1 second to apologize to everybody who has to hear my commercials every single day for the Y. It's great. I love getting the word out there. The other day, I was listening to the radio while I was at the Y, and it came on, and it's just so funny. The little kids love it at the Y. The little kids they're like, hey, I heard you on the radio, and so it's such a fun thing. Shayna doesn't know this was my dream come true to be on the radio. So luckily for everyone, it's only once a month, other than the twice a day or 3 times a day that everybody has to hear the commercials. But I take pride in the Y. I love the Y, And I feel so blessed and so fortunate to be the person who gets to be the voice of the Y. And it's it's fantastic to me. And I just get to meet such great people. And I love it that my wife here's with me, Emilie. I love it that we just get to be a family that's united around the Y, and we have been for a long time, and we're glad that we're around this Y in Tillamook because it's just such a great place to live. I can't get over it. All right, so what else we got going on? We're going to talk a little bit about spring break camp over at the Y. It is going to start spring break next week. It is spring break next week, parents. Don't forget. We get a lot of those phone calls where you wake up Monday morning, think your kid's going to go to school, and they're jumping on your bed saying, "Hey, Mom, there's no school." So make sure you get over to the Y and sign up. There's from ages 3 to 12 for our spring break program. It does run from 7:15 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. Different themes for the week. Monday is glow in the dark day. Tuesday is under the sea day. Wednesday is yummy in my tummy day. Thursday is monster day. And Friday is fairy tale Friday. And one of those days, there will be a magic show from my beautiful wife, Emilie Sisco, who's going to be over there doing a magic show for the kiddos. And I think I'm getting roped into it because I roped her in to be on the radio today. So, so I'll be trying to do my magic with some kiddos as well. So sign up over at the Y for our spring break camp next week, spring break day camp. It should be a lot of fun. If you register, you do need to register before March 20th. So, can't do that. Sorry, registration early before March 20th, which is that today or is that? I'm off on my days. Oh, this is yesterday. Look at that. Daylight savings. Can I blame daylight savings?
You still can.
I can still blame.
I think so.
So you can still register. So go over to the Y, register. You can register all the way up until next Monday. I apologize for that. What else is going on over at the Y? We've got, like I mentioned earlier, we have over 100 classes. We also have classes out at Neatarts. We have classes at Pacific City at the Kiwanda Center. We have we started a partnership recently with Five Rivers Senior Living, and so we're trying to expand our reach. We're also always looking for sponsorships and support from the community for our different sports programs. So if you have a business and you'd like to have your name on the front of a jersey or have your name on a sign, call us over at the Y. You can ask for me directly, or you can ask for David Harper, and we'll talk to you about some sponsorship opportunities that we have that'll get your business name out there for a good cause. And it is a tax write-off. As I said, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, so any donation you make to the Y is a tax-deductible donation. Also, keep us in mind if you're thinking about if you're doing your estate planning. Keep us in mind. We do have a foundation that helps sustain the Y, and we're trying to grow that foundation so that we're secure for years to come. We are very fortunate in the fact that I travel around, like I said, the YUSA. They take me in and have me go train other YMCAs and all that on their dime, not on your dime. And so I'm able to go and see what other YMCAs have to offer. And no community this size has a facility or program offerings that our YMCA has. So we're very fortunate to have that facility, and it's all because the community is so supportive in making that happen. So we do heavily rely on the community. So just one more reminder that we're in the middle of our Support Our Y campaign. So if you'd like to make a donation, head on over to the Y, go to our website that's currently being rebuilt, but does have our Give tab on there, or you can email Emilie over here directly at give@tillamookymca.org. All right, coming up tomorrow on Tillamook Today, that concludes our show, but I got a couple notes. But Emilie, would you like to say anything else?
Well, we are almost 40% of our goal of 85,000. So we are still looking for donors. But we have made some progress, and the campaign, is set to end in early April, but we are probably going to extend it, through April. So the campaign is going to be going on for the next at least 2.5 weeks.
Awesome. Emilie, thanks for being on the show today. It was the highlight of my day. I appreciate it.
Oh, no.
And so tomorrow on Tillamook Today, the Pioneer Museum will be here. Senior meals noon every weekday at the Kiwanda Community Center in Pacific City, as well as the sorry, I've got something in my throat. As well as to Tillamook Senior Center at 4th and Stillwell. Sorry, you make me speechless, Emilie. Cost is $3 for seniors, $6.75 for everyone else. Thursday, crabbing clinic from 7 to 9:30 at the Harborview Inn and RV Park. All equipment is included, personal on-site instruction and a license guide. Cooking and cleaning lessons afterward. $25 shellfish license is extra. Children under 12 are free with a paid adult. Must call to pre-register 503-322-3251. Community Action Team is holding a free education workshop on Saturday from 8:30 to 4:30. The home ownership workshop teaches shopping for a home, financial readiness, understanding mortgages, the closing process, and how to protect your investment. This class will be held on the Tillamook Care office at 2310 First Street. Saturday and Sunday, Collectors West Gun and Knife Show. Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. $7 admission. It doesn't say where it is. I'm guessing it's probably Fairgrounds. That's probably where it is because it's the biggest place we got. All right. Thank you, Tillamook. I love being here. Love the community and love being on Tillamook today. Have a great day.